blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
One, two, three, four!
Well, hello and everybody, welcome to Blaster Friday night here in Vancouver, British Columbia. We are worldwide with Blaster on the Blast 247 network, and we have got one of my favorite people here tonight that I'm going to be speaking with. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Rivera from Colombia.
It's very, I'm happy to see you, brother, as always. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, it is absolutely my pleasure. I'm just letting everybody know that we are live right now on Facebook, on YouTube. I think we're live on TikTok and Instagram. We are worldwide tonight, brother, and I am so happy to be speaking with you, my brother. It has been a while since we talked, and we've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
Yes, sir.
How are you? First of all, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, brother. You know, a lot of plans, a lot of creative stuff in my mind right now. Working on a book I'm writing, working on Tenebrarum's new album. I'm very happy to have already released a violin rock first album. So I think we had a lot of things to talk about. You know.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's cover all of that stuff tonight for sure. I'm obviously a huge fan of your music with Tenebrarum and violin rock. Now, of course, I've had some of the inside scoop on some of that stuff. Actually, had a chance to play with your tracks a little bit too, which is cool.
Yep. Yes, sir.
But I guess let's start at the beginning. Before we get to, where we're at right now, I want to see where we came from, And so what I want to know is a little bit about your musical journey. I want the Blast 247 network to know a little bit about where you came from. So first of all, you live in Medellin, Colombia. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I'm born and raised in Medellin, Colombia. I started to play violin at 8. All my life I've been in the music business, because my parents and my brothers are musicians. So music is part of my life. I discovered metal music in 1984. I was 12 years old. And as soon as I listened this music, I got in love. That was like a love at first sight. And, at the same time, I was like a conservatory violinist. I mean, I was studying violin in the Antioquia University. It's a great place to study music and a lot of other careers. A big university here in my state. And I became this journey when I was 8, and then I discovered rock and roll, and
it all went to hell after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
a good hell, a good hell, a good
Oh,
hell.
yeah.
But what I want to know is, I know that you worked with actually with the Philharmonic Orchestra of Medellin. Tell me about that.
As I told you, I studied like serious music studies when I was very young, and when I had a nice level to be in the orchestra, I just show an exam and I passed. And my first orchestra was Antiochia's Symphonic Orchestra, and then I present another exam like 10 years later, and I became member of Medellin Philharmonic Orchestra. I,
Incredible.
I played with the orchestra for like 12 years, and in 2012 I quit because I decided to have my own path. Classical music is an amazing world. I'm grateful to experience this, but in some point I got tired because you have to follow in an orchestra. You have to follow, and I'm not really a good follower. I lead my path. So I got tired. Not because not of the music. I love classical music because that's the mother. The big source.
Mhm.
Everything is coming from there.
Yes.
But I got tired from bosses. A lot of people telling you what to do, and I had enough. And I devoted myself to rock and roll, brother.
Well, in rock and roll, you don't necessarily have to read music, and I can identify with you on that. Where because I grew up, playing piano.
Oh,
And
really?
stuff yeah, I grew up playing piano, but I would take home my homework and I would give it to my dad. He was an organist in the church, and I'd get him to play it, and then I'd watch his fingers and listen with my ears, and then so I did piano for like 2 or 3 years,
Oh,
and
really?
I passed, but I never learned to read properly because I
Oh,
was
really?
only working with my ears.
Yeah. It's a little tricky because your ear like manage your fingers.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's strange. When I play, I close my eyes, and my ear is my automatic pilot.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Connected with
Absolutely.
my fingers. But when you can read, you can open a new whole world. It's amazing. It's not necessary. For example, Eddie Van Halen, he couldn't read a note, and
Yes.
he was such a monster of the guitar. And not only
Correct.
the guitar, the music this guy did. Wow, it's amazing. So
Yes.
it's not necessary. It's not mandatory.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
mandatory. You can do great music without read any note.
Yes.
But if you can play by ear, but you can read music, it's much much better. It's like, for me, it's a blessing because I have been able to do a lot of great music, not only rock and roll, but classical music, Colombian music, tango music. Everything. Everything.
And because you can read music.
Yes,
Yes.
because I can read. If for example, if you are doing your own rock music, and you are devoted to it, you are committed to it, and you are talented, you really don't have to read music.
Yes. Yes.
But if you are playing in a symphony orchestra, philharmonic orchestra, you must read.
Yes.
Must.
Because everybody has got their specific part, and there's no room for embellishments. You know
No,
what I mean? So
nope.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I just want to give a shout out to Sharita. Hello, Sharita. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Thanks very much for being here. So, okay, so you played in the Philharmonic Orchestra. You sort of got tired of the restrictions, you know, of the Philharmonic Orchestra in Medellin, and then you started working on rock and roll. And I think that's about the time that you started Tenebrarum. Is that right?
I mm, I started Tenebrarum in 1990, so I
Okay.
was like I was like Superman and Clark Kent. You know, in the daylight, I was like this guy with glasses playing in a classical music in a group of amazing other people playing their instruments. But in the evenings, at night, I I mean put my cape and flew, you know, something like it. That was funny because my father is a very well educated man, a very his musical tastes are so like sophisticated, and he wanted to have this little kid, very talented too, to be an amazing classical player, you know. And when he discovered I was listening metal music, oh man, this guy almost suffered a heart attack, you know. And at the beginning, that was very difficult for me, but he eventually he understood,
Yeah.
and he started to support me, you know. So I've been blessed because I mean my father is a composer. He's a maestro with the guitar. He plays very typical instrument from Colombia, and he's an arranger.
What?
I
So
mean,
what kind of instrument are we talking about?
for example, Colombia has a lot of regions. Every region has its own rhythms, its own music. I live in the mountains. You know,
Mhm.
we call it the Andina area, like
Right.
because we live in the Andes, in
Yes.
the mountains. You know, and we
Yes.
have very specific instruments. For example, one called tiple. Tiple, it's a little similar to maybe mandolin. I'm not very
Okay.
sure. But yeah,
Okay. Okay.
bandola. Bandola. It's another instrument. I mean, I think bandola is more similar to mandolin. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Tiple. It's like a 12-string guitar, but with a very different sound. But it's something like it. It has 12 strings. You know,
Yes. Yes.
it's a beautiful instrument, and my father mastered all those instruments, and he's a composer of Colombian music, you know. And he's a very he's so skillful
Yes.
his with his guitar. He's
Yes.
I mean, an amazing musician. My mother sings. She has
Oh
a
wow.
beautiful, yeah, and they met singing because my mother has a singing contest, and she needed somebody to accompany her with the guitar, and my father was available, and also my father sings too, and they got in love, and that was like 60 years ago, you know. And they are
Wow.
still together, and I mean, they
Are they still singing and playing too?
say it again.
Are they still singing and playing?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
they still sing together. I'm going to send you some videos, brother.
I'd
I'm
love
going
to
to
see
send you it.
that.
I mean, it's amazing. And they are my father is 82, and my mother is 85. You know,
Wow.
and they are together with the music. They build their family with around music. You know, My brothers are musicians too.
I mean, I did some research on you, obviously, and I saw that your brother, really was a big part of. I think he was the bass player, right?
Yes, sir.
Tenebrarum, also, right?
Yeah, violin rock and Tenebraron's bass player is my brother, Julian.
Julian, that's right.
Julian,
that's correct.
his name is
Yeah.
name. And the little one, Juan.
Yes.
Juan Sebastian is my little brother's name. He plays the saxophone.
Oh, wow.
In the album of in Violin Rock's album, when you hear the saxophone, is my little brother playing.
So super musical family. So
Yes,
is
sir.
that was it your father that inspired you? Your father and your mother that inspired you to take on music, or they encouraged you? How did that happen? How did you come to the violin?
I mean, I've been around music since I was in my mother's womb.
Wow.
You know, they played and they sing for me when I was in the womb.
Right.
So this is in my veins, brother. I mean, I can't conceive life without music. It's in my system. It's nothing I can do. It's in my system like a virus, you know.
It's in your DNA, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's in your DNA. All right. So okay. So you're growing up. You do the Philharmonic Orchestra, and then you start. You discover rock and roll. When does Tenebrarum come onto the scene in your life? What year?
Tenebrarum. I started a band in 1989 called Agonia in Spanish, and by the end of the 1989, I decided to change members and to change name. And a friend of mine gave me the idea of the name, and we spent Christmas with our families. And in January of 1990, the Tenebrarum started to rehearse. So
Wow.
next year, in 1991, I became a member of Antioquia's Symphonic Orchestra. First
Wow.
was Tenebrarum, then was the orchestra. And I mean, as a professional musician, I have done a lot of things, but at the same time, Tenebrarum was growing. I was experiencing with the band, with the sound. I mean, I never have. I mean, that it's like two me's, you know. I'm in two persons, two people in one body.
Yes. Yes.
One person is a music for conservatory,
Yes.
an academic musician, and the other person is like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like an ant climbing a tree. Music is a big tree full of branches. I'm like a little ant walking around. So for me, it's pretty easy to play metal, and they play Mozart or Beethoven. You know,
Wow.
for me, it's the same thing.
Yes.
You know, because music is one.
Yes.
You don't have to discriminate music. I mean, some music I don't like, but I respect. You know.
Yes. Yes.
For example, salsa. Salsa music. I mean, I don't like tropical music. It's a little weird because I live in Colombia, a tropical country, but I don't identify with that kind of music. But I can tell you, musicians and composers of salsa music, the professional ones, are like top musicians. I mean, amazing. I don't like that music, but I can see how good are they. You know, they are how good, how professional they are. A lot of things to learn about them.
Yes.
So you have to be the eternal student. You have to be ready to be humble, to understand when somebody is doing a great job. You have to applaud that. You have to learn from it. You have to be humble, because if you are humble, if you are as a musician are humble, you're going to grow a lot. If you are like picky, like if you think you are a rock star and you are not, but you think you are, and you start to be like a piece of shit with everybody else, you're not going. You are not learning anything.
No, no, and
No,
you're
sir.
you are limiting your experience as a musician,
Yes,
and
sir.
you have such a wide range of the kind of music and the kind of songs that you have covered over the years. Okay, so you've got this super thrash metal band, and then you have got these covers that you've been doing. I went through your YouTube and I just went, oh my god, he has covered so many different songs, like songs that you would never expect. And so you cover these songs and you play the main vocal melody on your violin. And we're going to talk about your violin, but I want to jump forward right now because I want to play a video for everybody to get an experience of who you are. And so you've got this brand new project right now called Violin Rock,
Yes,
which is
sir.
it's not really a brand new project because Violin Rock came from all of these covers that you've been doing over the years. I don't know. You have to give me a list of like how many you've done, but it seems to me at least 30 or 40 or 50 covers that you've done of popular music,
Yes.
including a lot of rock and a lot of metal. And so anyways, let's have a look right now at your latest release
Yes.
from Violin Rock, and it's an original song, and it's called Droga Perfecta, which means perfect drug.
Yes, sir.
I've had a chance to look at the tracks of this song myself, and so maybe if you could give us a little bit of an intro into this, and we'll watch this video.
Um, Perfect drug. I mean, droga perfecta. We are talking about how important is rock and roll for every one of us. I mean, I don't need to use, I mean, like coke or any other drug. For me, rock and roll is the real deal, brother. That is my drug. That is my path. That music give me the strength to move on, to be over any difficulty in life, you know.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you for that intro. All right, and here we go. Here is the latest release from Violin Rock, Droga Perfecta.
Confía que
Whoa, what a tune, brother. What a tune. And what a video. So great. So great. Um, so tell me about your violin. So there's something a little bit different about your violin than because regular violins only have 4 strings, right?
My violin has 5 strings. It's a wood violin. I mean, the brand is Wood Violins.
Right.
And let me show you. I'm going to show you
Sure.
my violin. Yeah. Gracias, muñeca. This is my baby.
So, I mean, that looks different than a regular violin. So that's an acoustic electric. Is that correct?
No, this is electric.
That's totally electric.
Totally
Okay.
electric. This violin has 5 strings. The highest pitch note is an E, A, D, G, and a D. The last one is the lowest. It's like the lowest string of a viola.
Ah, okay.
This is a mix. This is a mix between violin and viola.
Ah, I see. So you can get those lower tones.
Yes, sir. And this pickup, this is the pickup. You know, in a regular violin, this is called bridge.
Yes.
I mean, this is the bridge, but also this is the pickup of this violin, and it's a the brand of this pickup is a Barbera.
Okay.
It's very exclusive, and I only have seen this pickup with violin with these wood violins, you know. And here you can see this thing. It's a chest support. This violin is amazing because the system of this chest support led you to be like free. Let me show how it works. Yeah, I have this strap, you know, security strap,
Yep.
and I put it around my shoulders, and then I just like this part helped me to do that.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of hands-free.
No hands.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
That way you could get 2 horns.
This is an amazing instrument, you know. Some people call a wood violin as they compare it with the Gibson Les Paul guitars.
Okay.
This is the Les Paul of violins.
Ah, fantastic.
Yes.
So I mean, I read on the Wood site actually that you at one point the first one you had was an acoustic electric. Is that correct?
My second.
Second one. Okay.
My
And
first.
now you're completely electric.
Yeah, I mean this is like this is a violin, right?
Yeah.
The principle of the instrument is the same. I need to bow a bow to play with it,
Yeah.
you know, and the extra thing is the 5th string,
Right.
and it's a little, for me at the beginning was a little difficult to play it, because in a regular violin I have I mean the visual is different,
Yes.
you know, because I grab the violin with my head a little bit.
Yeah, because it's usually the chin. There's like a chin piece,
Yes,
right?
something like that. So when I play a regular violin, I play like this.
Yeah.
But with this violin, the visual is different because this is lower, a little
Right.
bit lower, and this thing. I'm sorry, my English is so rusty.
No, your English is perfect.
Diapasón, ¿cómo es que se dice? I mean, this part of the instrument is
The
like
neck, the neck.
the neck. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. The neck is. I live in Colombia, Robert. I mean, I'm practicing my English with you right now. I'm sorry.
Your English is awesome.
The neck is a little wide. It's wider
Yes.
than a
Yeah.
regular one. So and also it has an extra string.
Yeah.
I was like crazy. I mean, I was trying to play one note and I heard another note because everything changed with this violin.
Right.
But as soon as I get comfortable with it, as soon as I get comfortable, I mean, it was like a glove. And the sound of this thing, brother, it's amazing. I use a Helix LT.
Yep.
It's a Line 6 pedal board.
A guitar processor. Yes.
Yes, sir. And it's awesome. I mean, the combination of this violin with the Helix LT, it's like it's a combo killer.
Yes.
It's a combo
Yes.
killer. I mean,
Yeah,
like
because then you could put a little bit of distortion on, you could put some delay on, you could put some reverb.
everything I want.
Yeah,
Everything I
totally.
want.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So
That's beautiful.
I'm happy because I mean I've been working in my sound for 2 decades. You know,
Yes.
that's a lot of time. I mean, proof, a lot of proofs and failures, trying different things, and until I got this violin, my Helix, and now I'm happy because I mean, I have an axe of war, you know.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's go back to Tenebrarum for a moment.
Yes.
I want to hear, because I mean, you are in many ways, a big part of Colombian metal history with your band. You are a very revered band in Colombia. Tell me, how many records have you done with that band?
We are working on our 11th.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And you've played some incredibly huge festivals, including Rock al Parque.
Yes, we last time we played in Rock al Parque was 2019,
Wow.
and it was like, I mean, like a sea of people, like almost 100,000 people.
Incredible.
You know,
Incredible.
that it's like the sea.
Yes.
I mean, in some point you are not like nervous because you don't see people. You see like waves.
Yes.
You know, it's I don't know. It's strange. It's like a feeling of loneliness in one sense, because when I close my eyes and let my violin to embrace my soul, I mean, the world ceases to exist for me.
Mm.
And when I open my eyes and see that amount of heads of human heads, that was like the sea. You know, I was not,
Yes.
not afraid.
Yes.
I was feeling almost playing for myself. You know.
Disconnected. Yes. Disconnected. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. So describe to me and describe to the listeners and the viewers here what Tenebrarum is.
The meaning.
Well, you can give us the meaning, but also describe the band.
Okay. We have a lot of history behind us. We have changed a lot of our sound because we are not afraid to explore. I mean, for example, you listen a band like AC/DC. I love AC/DC. I mean, it's an amazing band. But you hear one album and you hear the rest of it. I mean, you know what to expect about AC/DC's new album.
Yes. Yes.
I respect that, but as a creator, as an artist, as a musician, I'm not buying it. Why? Because you have to put yourself to the limit. As an artist, you have to push yourself, you know, because if you are comfortable in some area, you don't need to do anything. You learn 3 chords, and that's it, brother.
Yes.
I mean, it's a formula that works.
Yes, but that's not what Tenebrarum is.
Yeah. So we try to change a little bit our sound in every album, because I'm a you know I'm a servant of music. It's like a religion. I'm a servant of music. I mean, my obligation is to try to be better. In order to do better, you need to explore. I mean, don't repeat your same formulas. You need to change it, because it's daring. For you, it's daring. You need to be better as a performer, as a instrumentist, as a band member, because you are not doing music alone. You need to complete a team. For example, Tenebrarum, we don't use any guitars at all since 2015. We don't use any guitar.
So it's only your violin, the bass, and vocals and drums,
and keyboards.
And keyboards. That's right.
And keyboards.
Yeah.
So we are totally exposed.
Yeah.
I can't be behind the guitarist, behind their chords.
Yeah.
I can't do that, because I am like
you are the guitar in that band.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't move the hand even a little bit, because it's going to sound another note.
Yeah.
I mean, the guitar is fretted. The violin is fretless.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
correct.
So it's very demanding, but that's the mission, to do it right. I need to have my brother playing his bass like perfectly.
Yes.
Because he's the floor, the ground.
Yes. Your foundation, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And then you having that distorted violin sound, you are the guitar in that band. I mean,
yes,
you have that sound also in this violin rock project, in many ways. But tell me, what is the freedom that you get now? Because you've got guitars in violin rock, right?
Yes.
You've got guitars in there. So is there a new freedom there for you in this project?
It's so demanding, because I need to be so tuned. Because if I got out of tune a little bit, I mean, the music is crumbling.
Right. It sounds out. Yeah.
Yes. So it's not easy. It's not easy to be a rock violinist, a metal violinist. Not easy.
Well, so in many ways you're kind of the lead guitarist in violin rock with your project. All right, let's have a look at another song here. We've got another one queued up, and this is a video. It's actually, I think, a live video.
It's a live video. Actually, you know what? I love this one, because this song, it's like so deep, so intense. It's a slow song, but it's intense. And the intention of the song, it's like to give you a punch in your face. Demons. The name in Spanish is demonios. The translation is demons. But demons, we are talking about the demon you have inside of you, and the struggle with you and yourself, trying to stop this demon to go out. You need to beat this demon, because if you don't beat it, it's going to beat you and going to go out, and you know what happened next.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Demonios live.
no dejarla salir. La luz del día me ciega y en la noche no quiero dormir. Hay una revolución donde lento se apaga el sol, ahogado en el vacío, solo hasta hoy lo puedo ver. Caminando por oscuros valles, esto es más que una canción, es una forma de vida, una nueva religión. El universo en mí, destruir para construir. Doblegar, levantar, forjar este nuevo ser. Miles de demonios voy venciendo. Es el legado que me ha quedado. Cada parte peleando y sufriendo. Otro aliento que me ha salvado. Siento el universo en mí, destruir para construir, doblegar, levantar, forjar este nuevo ser. Miles de demonios voy venciendo. Es el legado que me ha quedado. Cada parte peleando y sufriendo. Otro aliento que me ha salvado.
So where was that video shot?
In an university.
Oh wow.
Yes, we are. I'm sponsored by a musical store here, and they have a concert live series on video. And one day they told us we want you in our series, and we said yes, and that's it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So tell us a little bit about the members in the band.
Yeah, our guitar player is Juan Carlos Henao, and we call him. We have a name for him, Chengo.
Chengo.
Chengo is our guitar player and our producer and our singer. I've been doing music with this guy since 1994. He
Wow.
played in Tenebrarum from 1994 to 2015. I mean, 21 years doing music with him. And now I'm doing music with this guy in this band since 2011.
Wow.
Next member is Julian Rivera, my brother. He is part of Tenebrarum since 1997. I'm sorry, 1998, and from 2011 is part of Violin Rock too. I mean, it's my best buddy. You know, my brother is my best buddy. Chengo is like another. It's a brother from another mother. You know. And our drummer, I mean, not this guy. This guy is not in the band. He's a very good a very good friend of us, but he's not in the band right now. Our actual drummer is Javier Torres. He's an amazing drummer. He played with Violin Rock since 2014 to 2021, and then in 2023 he returned to the band, and he recorded our first on music album. You know.
Yes. Yes. So, and that's great. I look forward to meeting those guys soon, because my intention is to come down and to actually maybe do a tour with you guys, the Mighty One and Violin Rock.
Wow, I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, I have a big smile every moment I think of it. Wow, it's gonna be great to having you here, brother. I mean, anytime.
Yeah, well, and you guys are welcome up here also too. So let's make sure it's a cultural exchange, right?
Yes, sir. We will do that.
So I just want to know a little bit. So when I look back on some of your videos, I mean, you've been going sort of under the name Violin Rock for quite some time, because you did a lot of covers. You've done a lot of covers with that, and so how did sort of, it was really your solo project. How did that turn into a band?
What I do for a living is to play violin in corporate events and social events like weddings and stuff like that. For many years, I had a kind of trio with another violin friend of mine, and with a piano player. And in some point, I have a huge fight with the piano player, and I decided to go to fly alone, and I decided to play different things from the music I did with them. I thought a little bit, and I concluded that 80s rock music could be a good, a good chance to a good chance to do something different, to do something else, and I started to produce some covers. Actually, I released an album, the Volume 1. I played there. I have covers from Billy Idol, from
Metallica.
No, that's our second album.
Oh, second record. Okay.
Yes. And that album, we have Aha, The Outfield, we have Journey, we have Toto, we have the Eagles. I mean, a lot of good stuff, And I called my friends, my brother and my other brother from another mother, to play with me. So we recorded the first album. We were first we were a trio. We had no drummer at all. We have like samples of drums, and we played over it. And we started to play in weddings. We started to play in corporate events, something like it. Then, like 3 years later, in 2014, we recorded another album, this time a little bit heavier, and we played Pantera, we played Judas Priest, we played Metallica, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. I mean, a lot of good stuff, you know, with with a drummer, with Javier on drums. And we recorded a third album, and we never released it.
Oh,
Yes, it's strange. We never released it. And then Javier left the band, and we hired this other guy, and we decided to do our own music. Because I mean, if you want to go to a festival, if you want to really to move on with your band, you can't do covers. I mean,
yes.
covers are great for bars and
And
to play with.
events and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But as an artist, as a band, as a real band, you need to do your own music. So
Yes.
we in 2021 or 22 we decided to compose our music, and this appear. You know, I
That's so
mean,
cool.
yeah, we don't plan it. You know, we just let it to go out, let it to go
Wow.
out. I mean, obviously, we are a very our influence are so metal, you know, and this is very strange because in order to compose music, we inspire ourselves in Satyricon, in Gojira, and a really heavy stuff. We just like put to the music a little makeup, you know, a little bit, but in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
but in the bottom, this is a metal band.
Oh, totally, totally, absolutely, and but very accessible metal. You know, I mean, Tenebrarum is, you know, for us North Americans anyway, is a very, very, very heavy band,
Yes,
very heavy band. But violin rock is very accessible. It's
yes.
very accessible music, and yeah, I was just wondering how you made that switch. And so, I mean, you really your day job though is you're still going out. You're doing corporate events. You're doing weddings. Some of the videos that I've seen of you, actually, some of your Facebook lives and some of the videos that you take are just priceless. You know, because there you are with the bride, there you are with the, you know, with the flower girl and stuff like that, and you're playing all these cool covers, and everybody's just having a blast. Like
And you
it's
know what?
it's
And they
awesome.
don't know. They don't know the demon behind it. They don't know. I love it, you know, because I mean, people is so excited when I play because I mean, my teacher to stand in a stage was Tenebrarum.
Yeah.
I learned to move, to to look at the people. To I mean, everything I am as an artist, as a live artist, I owe to Tenebrarum.
Hmm.
You know, it's. I mean, they don't know. It's so metal, you know, and they don't
Yes.
know. They think because I'm playing like Rihanna music or I mean Adele music, something like it. That they think I'm like them, but I'm not. You know, brother.
Keep them guessing, baby. Keep them guessing. I love it.
Yes,
I love
yes,
it. I love it. Well, I'm really excited about what's happening here with. I know that you just recently did a tour. I think you went to Bogota, did you not? And did
yes.
some shows, some live shows. Tell us about that.
Yes, that was necessary because I mean, we are like a very unknown band. Tenebrarum is pretty well known, you know, but
Yes.
Violin Rock is completely unknown, and I'm not trying to use Tenebrarum's name to do anything. I mean, Violin Rock is a new band, it's a new project, and it has to grow by itself.
Yes.
You know, I don't have like my rich daddy, you know, doing everything for me. Nope. We need to do it right from the bottom, you know, with our
Mm.
nails, our fingers, our claws, and start to climb, you know. And
Beautiful.
that was our first time in Bogota. That was cool. A small shows, but people very important was attending to the shows. That was the trick of it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and I've been listening. Obviously, I love Radionica. Shout out to Hector Mora and I'm trying to think of who else. Hector and
Alfonso.
Sorry,
Alfonso Pinzon.
Alfonso, but also who else? There's another DJ. There's Hector, Alfonso. Andreas Duran.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
That guy, you know what? That guy is like a huge person in the media of rock in Colombia. You know, he's very
revered. Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
So grateful for those guys.
You know what? Hector is the director of Rock al Parque.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes, that's the man, and that he attended to one of our shows. That was awesome because I called him. I mean, I want to be there. I don't know. Too many people asking the same. People more well known. You are not so well known. I don't know. Go to the show. You need to see it for yourself. And he went, and that was a mind blowing for him. You know, that was like, what?
Well, he's the most amazing human being.
He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. You know,
he is.
He's a beautiful person. I mean, he's amazing.
Yes.
I never. You know what? I know this guy from. I met him in 1988. You know, and
wow.
I never have seen this guy like in the bad mood, with a bad attitude. No, never. He's
so humble. He's so humble.
He's humble and he resolved. You know.
Yes.
He's not making problems. He's fixing problems. You know.
Yes.
He don't bring you the problem. He brings you the solution.
That's right.
That is amazing.
That's right. I mean, those guys have been amazing for the Mighty One. You know, we've released a few songs in Colombia, in Spanish, as a matter of fact, and Radionica, Andreas, Hector have been just incredible at supporting, you know, this little Canadian band from Vancouver. So I'm just so grateful to those guys. And I've had a chance to meet both of them at the 70,000 Tons of Metal, which is the first time that I met you in person.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That was amazing.
70,000 Tons of Metal, for those of you who don't know, is a heavy metal cruise that goes from Fort Lauderdale, and then it goes to, you know, different southern locations. And it's just incredible. It's got like 50 or 60 bands. And you've been a few times, haven't you?
I've been there 7 times.
7 times. Wow. There you go.
The 70,000 Tons of Metal is like a dream for a metalhead, you know?
Oh, yeah.
60 bands, 120 concerts in 5 days of sailing around the Caribbean, you know? That's crazy. Insane. You know it because I saw you there, bro. I saw you there.
From the beginning to the end, and there wasn't a lot of sleep.
Not at all. It's funny because the last night everybody is like they're like dead, you know, like dead people. I mean, lying around in the elevators, in the stairs, in the dining room, in the shows. Everybody, you know how it is, bro.
I don't know, man. I remember we rocked right until the end. I mean, right until we got back to shore, we were rocking. So
yes, that was
all right.
Amazing.
Let's watch another one more video from Violin Rock, because that's really what we're here to talk about. The album is out now, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The album is called No Mires Atrás. In English is Don't Look Back.
Don't Look Back. Okay, and it's on all the streaming platforms. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. You can find us in Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music. I mean, in the whole bunch of platforms, you will find us there.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's watch another video. Tell us a little bit about this song. I think it's called Heridas Areas.
Heridas. It's the translation of heridas is wound.
Wound. Okay.
Those wounds of the past you need to heal, you know, in order to be better. That's going to give you a scar, but you need to heal to move on. That's the song talks about that, about to heal, to move on.
Beautiful. Here we are, Violin Rock, Heridas Areas.
Gracias, muchachos.
Haha, dude, that is honestly one of my favorite songs off of the record.
Oh, thank you. I
So
love it.
good.
I love it. I love it.
Your solo at the end just kills. so first of all, I want to know what is next for the band now. So you've released the album, you've got a couple of videos out. I mean, obviously, Droga Perfecta, that is the pinnacle video for you. That's the focus right now. But what's next for the band? Is there another single coming out? Another video? What's happening?
We have a new single coming, you know,
Okay.
and I want you to guess what it is. I'm going to tell them, Tim, because you are
Tell
so
us.
humble.
Tell us.
You are so humble. I'm going to tell
Tell
us. This guy, recorded the English version of Droga Perfecta. I mean, this guy, he told me, I want to do an English version of that song because I love it. And I let him do it, you know. I mean, just go and do it, brother. I mean, I trust you. And he did an amazing interpretation of the English version of it. I mean, I was thinking about, wow, that is the vocalist that this band needs, you know. he should do. I mean, the English version of all songs of that album. So this is coming. I mean, really soon. I mean, I think in a couple of months, and the English version of it is amazing. We are thinking about doing a video with you. I don't know how. We need to figure it out.
We could do that. We can do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, we can do it. So, I mean, that's the next step is I mean, to close the year is going to release Perfect Drug. We have another new song that one is going to be ready to be released on February or March, I think. And right now we need to plan some gigs, some tours. I mean, it would be awesome to do a North American tour. We need to talk about it, you know.
Let's make that happen. Absolutely.
Oh.
We need that cultural exchange, brother. We need that cultural exchange.
Yes, that cultural exchange. I can't wait, you know. Would be awesome to be there.
We'll have the Crown Royal, and when we come down there, we'll have the aguardiente.
You know what? You are going to start to say nasty words in Spanish. Aguardiente is our national drink, you know?
I know. Hang on a second. Hang on.
Yeah, go and I'm going to talk to them. Aguardiente, it's a very strong.
Does it look like this?
Why did you have that? How did you get that, brother?
I know some people who know some people.
I know. I'm seeing this. You have contacts in the underworld, Colombian underworld.
Brother, it has been an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Anybody we have a friend in common, Hawk Devai. Okay, she's from Hawaii. She's the violin player from Hawaii.
Oh,
Hawk?
she's an amazing. I would love to meet this girl in
Yeah.
person because she has a noble soul, you know.
She's a beautiful human being. I've had a chance to sit with her. I've had a chance to jam with her, and she's another another violinist that I just respect so much.
Yes.
So anybody who's watching this who is a violinist, what kind of advice would you give to them? You know, somebody who wants to break away from classical music, is playing rock. What kind of advice could you give them?
Do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. You know, I mean, I love classical music, but in classical music, it's a little bit like this, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are so attached to the stand, you know. You need to I mean to throw away your stand, your papers, you know, and let your ear to guide your music. You have everything you need to do beautiful music. You need to don't be afraid, you know, don't be afraid, just do it. I mean, I was working with the Philharmonic Orchestra. I had my salary, my I mean, they pay me for I mean, that was not for free. That was my
Yes.
job, you know. And when I decided to quit, that was like a jump of faith, you know. I jump into the black ocean without a parachute, and I could survive, and I started to do beautiful music from the heart, you know. I mean, I'm grateful with the classical music because I learned a lot. I built a career, you know. But right now I'm happy because I'm doing my own music. I'm not following nobody. I'm leading my path, you know. So that's my advice. I mean, it's tricky a little bit, but you will. I mean, you will do it. If you need to contact me, I'm available to talk about my experience, to talk about what I do. I mean, it's not rocket science. You can do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean,
in many ways, you are totally a rule breaker. You're a trendsetter. You're a trailblazer in what you do with violin, and the way that you've crossed over classical into metal in such a beautiful way. And so thank you. That's very inspiring. You're inspiring as a human being also, the way that you entertain, right? Like I say, I have seen so many beautiful videos of you playing for families at special occasions, and watching the little kids with you, you know, and then the people, the corporates in the suits, and you know, and so I mean, you are in all different parts of society, all the way from the top to the very bottom. And I just love what you do, brother. I love you as a human being. And it has just been an honor to sit and talk with you, and to get you to tell your story. Thank you so much for taking the time with us today.
My friend, thank you so much. I love you. You know that we need to do that tour together. You need to come down here. I need to go to Canada, and we need to do music. I mean, I'm so happy with Perfect Drug because I mean that was like a glove. Your voice in our music was like a glove. I can't wait to do it live. You know.
I can't wait for us to be down there, jam the song together on stage, come up here and do the same, and get you on stage to play with the Mighty One also. And looking forward to that. Thanks so much for being on. Have a beautiful weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Mr. David Rivera. He's got a new project out called Violin Rock. Where's the best place for people to find Violin Rock? What's the best place for them to go, David?
We are in social media, like Violin Rock Official, official, but in Spanish with one F. Violin Rock Official with one F. And in the music platforms, you can find us as Violin Rock.
Excellent. Thanks so much, brother. Have a beautiful night. Thanks to Blast FM, and this has
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy.
Yeah, thank you, Troy.
You have an amazing show. Thank you, Troy. Thank you so much. Tim, my friend, my brother. Thank you so much.
All right, you've been checking out Blaster tonight. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
One, two, three, four.